Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Ankush here from Alif Consulting. Welcome in our Zero Trust Security on Azure case study. In this case study, we will be going to talk about how customers have taken the advantage of Azure Active Directory services and the other features like MFA and the conditional access to build the Zero Trust security into the environment. Well, here is the agenda of this video. So we're going to have customer introduction, what is their solution design looks like, and then what are the data security they have implemented, how they are doing the cost savings by using the Azure Active Directory services, how they have simplified the solution, and what is their next goals are, right? So let's quickly jump into the customer introduction and understand about the customer. So this customer lead the back in the way always on audio media world in the space where security is non-negotiable and where the employee need immediate and easy access every time, often to industry specific custom applications. Delivering the balance can be challenging, but when customer replaced its identity solution with the Azure Active Directory services and deploy Sentinel, it opened the door to more streamlined user experience and dramatically lower the licensing cost, greater visibility throughout its state and other benefit, right? So this customer is basically in the media industry where security is non-negotiable because it's hold a lot of audio informations because they're using the always on audio word. So they are basically having all the secure content which need to be fully secured. That's where the security is non-negotiable. At the same time, what customer did to basically having the customized applications, industry specific applications, they have used Azure AD and uh, deployed Azure Sentinel to basically streamline the user experience, lower down their cost, and the greater visibility throughout the entire state. Right. So in this one, customer have used Active Directory for balanced combination of security and ease, and they have paired the solution with the Microsoft Sentinel, moved the data, this customer data security even further, delivering the visibility need to manage a complex e-states more easily and effectively rather than before. So this is how the solution looks like. So if you can see, they have they're using the MFA at the same time they're using the conditional access, they are using the Intune, they are using the remediation recommendation provider, and then they are having the application proxy, Office 365, Azure. That's where they are basically having the zero trust by having the Azure Active Directory and giving a seamless experience to all of their users. So the data security is the one of the pillar which allows them to basically to secure the data by using the Azure Active Directory. So this customer is audio industry powerhouse, serving up a full spectrum of listenable entertainment that include the broadcasting, radio, streaming, digital music, influencers, personalities of all concepts, live music events, podcast, and a host of other program across the several media platform. And that's where the security is important because they are basically having around a quarter of 1 million listener, enhancing the company outstanding consumers brand and industry leading live portfolio. So they have around 25 people of IT team faced a significant challenge in modernizing the estates of this customer with because of the complex the estate contain a geographic mix of on-premise and silos cloud solutions, many of them written in-house for this media company, and the team aim to move iHeart application, which is the main they use, to the zero trust model at the same time. The two requirement rose to the top of the priority list: streamline the user sign in and increase the Security. Security team knew the blend of ease of authentication and the education would be a key to bring internal user on board to maintain the data safety. The company identify solution was based on the federal authentication versus managed application. The modern managed approach allow for a more streamlined user experience without sacrificing the security, AI-based risk management, and integrated platform service for existing application. The, in, the external users sign-on process now allow for additional enhanced security by using the MFA or the conditional access in the modern authentication scenario. So this customer was having a lot of silos. They were having a lot of uh, mix of their on-premise solution to manage their application called iHeartMedia. So what they did actually, they basically blend the Azure AD with the Sentinel to give the uh, best user experience to the user, internal and external. At the same time, they have allowed the additional enhanced security for all the users, which is going logging as an external user for the iHeartMedia application. At the same time, uh, customer is doing the saving, right? So customer have engaged us to evaluate the security and identity. Uh, our team reviewed the security goal for improving the improved access and establishment of a zero trust model. We recommend replacing the third party solution with the Azure AD. Using the Azure AD, it possible to tailor sign-in requirement according to the specific application need. Company also bought the refinements to its control plane by using the conditional access policy in Azure AD. Customer want to customize access requirement to each app, which is easier with the increased understanding of endpoint that Azure AD facilitate. This move supports to shift to the zero trust model. Customer and we agreed that choosing a new solution was the easier part, but they had a 6 month to make a major transaction of if customer was to realize its hope for a licensing savvy. Customer increased the security and ease of use by implementing the Azure AD, and they saved the license cost which we would have had to pay to renew the contract for the third party solution. So by having the Azure AD, right, they are able to control the access policy, they are able to control the endpoint, they are able to create the customized requirement, because the way Active Directory facilitate the endpoints to integrate the application with the Azure AD. So with this one, they are able to have a one centralized management of their application by using the Azure AD, and they don't need to renew their third-party solution for the application integration with the identity. Simplify the solution. So by having the Azure AD and Azure AD external identities, basically help them to secure and manage the customers and partners with improved every aspects of sign-in experience. Azure already handles the sign-in sessions, a user identity and endpoints in a much more better way that previous method. The increased endpoint and session data customer get from the Azure already help them to add more security intelligence, applying more uh, great RI grades policies when needed them as and reducing the barrier when the risk was lower. That evoked a better user experience. Customer applied the same streamlined approach to its public facing payment portal, adding the multi-factor authentication for increased security and complaining completing the last item on the Azure AD rollout. It was a win-win situation for us and for the customer, because in addition to avoiding a pending license renewal, we add a customer added the multi-factor authentication security component. Most importantly, the 9,000 employee embraced the changes in anticipation of resistance to change. The security team kept its messaging brief and easy to digest quickly. Even with the thoughtful change management, the team was surprised by the positive reception. So they have simplified the solution. They have used a single identity solution for all their application. They have slowly roll out all of this by giving the by keeping the message brief and easy to digest quickly, which allow them to basically easily implement the solution in the environment without impacting the end user. So what are the next goal is, so creating the agility customer needed so much would only be possible with centralized visibility over the entire ecosystem on-premise and cloud, which include a vast and diverse workforce from the company finance department to its sales force and creative groups. The company use some non-Microsoft solution for security and need a security information and event management solution, which is a SIEM that could ingest the data from this multiple source into the single dashboard. It chose the Microsoft Sentinel not only for the significant cost saving, but for simplicity and the ease of the management that come with the consolidating vendors. The security team increasingly relies on the Microsoft security solution, accelerating the vendor consolidation that helps team become a more productive and they are able to grow professionally. Well, that's it in this case study. I hope you like this case study. If you like, please click on like and subscribe for more upcoming case studies, and feel free to reach us if you have any questions. Thank you.